I love a fun twist on old favorites, just like eggplant lasagna, all the comfort and deliciousness of lasagna without the pasta. Hi everyone, Susie here from the MediterraneanDish.com, your #1 resource for Mediterranean cooking. Today's all about eggplant lasagna. We're gonna start with 3 eggplants, or about 1.5 pounds of eggplant. So we're after long slices of eggplant here that are about 1/2 inch in thickness. So first off, I'm going to trim the top, and we're gonna trim the sides here because these are gonna essentially be too small. And then just kind of position the eggplant on its side this way, and now you have a nice stable ground. And you're gonna go in and do 1/2 inch slices. People ask me if they need to peel the eggplant. You don't have to. With our trick, we kind of almost halfway peeled our eggplant, and this is what we're looking for. Whenever I'm working with eggplant, the biggest tip my mom gave me was to salt the eggplant first. So we're gonna hit them up right here on both sides with salt. From what I understand, what the salt does is it draws out the water. And so, you know, the spongy texture of eggplant, it kind of breaks it down a little bit. It flavors it nicely, and then at the same time, because it draws out this moisture, the eggplant does not need as much oil. All in all, whenever I haven't salted my eggplant, I didn't enjoy it as much, so I always do this step, but if you don't have the time, you can skip it. All right, I see some beading here, a little bit of water surfacing on my eggplant. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pat the eggplant dry on both sides. We're gonna need some good extra virgin olive oil so that we can brush our pan and our eggplant slices. And I'm using private reserve extra virgin olive oil, you guys. You can find that on the MediterraneanDish.com. Just hit the shop tab. And we're gonna go ahead and assemble our eggplant slices. No need to season at this point because more will be happening. For now, just make sure you assemble your eggplant slices all in one layer. If you need to use 2 pans, go ahead and do that because you do want it to be nice and pliable so that you can work with it, much like lasagna noodles. I like to use a brush as opposed to like pouring the olive oil on it, because you want to make sure that you cover the surface, but you don't want to use too much. All right, looking good. This party is heading in the oven for about 20 minutes or so on high heat, say 400, until they're nice and soft, and then you can use them to make your lasagna. All right, one of my favorite things about lasagna is the cheesy ricotta filling, so that is what we're about to do as our eggplants are cooking. Efficient, you guys. I love multitasking. First of all, we're gonna beat 1 egg. This is what's gonna bind everything together. I don't know, this is how my mom does it, so I'm beating the egg as my mom would for like an omelet. All right, here we go. All right, we have 3 cheeses going on here: part-skim ricotta, mozzarella, and Parmesan. So this is all going to go down in one big bowl, and we're gonna mix it up together. I'll say about 1 cup of mozzarella. Leave the rest for later to top that beautiful lasagna. And I'll say about 1/4 cup or so Parmesan. Next, we gotta do some chopping. We have 3 garlic cloves, minced. Garlic lovers, you can go, I don't know, 1 dozen? No, just kidding. 3 garlic cloves is what you need here. We're gonna give them a quick mince. Pick it up, goes right in here. I've got about 1 teaspoon of dry oregano. Might need a pinch of kosher salt. And now we're gonna add some fresh, beautiful greens. First of all, I have about 10 ounces of frozen spinach that I had thawed out and made sure I wrung out all the water so it looks kind of like this. This is spinach going right here, but it comes in a package, so look for it in the frozen aisle. And then I have 2 beautiful herbs, parsley and basil, for all the good big Italian flavors. So I'm gonna chop up some parsley, about a good cup or so. It is so important, you guys, that you wring out all the liquid from the spinach because you don't want your lasagna to be watery. All right, parsley goes in, and then we've got some basil. I ball it, but I don't know, I love basil. I'm gonna do like a half a cup. Collect your leaves and then kind of roll the basil leaves together like this, you guys, and we kind of just slice like ribbons. Let's mix up this cheesy, herby goodness to make our ricotta filling. I find that it helps to drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Because I'm using a lot of part-skim cheese, I kind of need something to move this party. So I'm gonna just drizzle a little bit of this, good for ya fat, and mix it up. See, this is better. Woohoo! This looks great. They're all nice and soft, and some of them got nice and charred too, which I appreciate. I'm gonna let it cool just a little bit so that we can handle it. All right, you guys, let's do this. We're gonna start with our pasta sauce. Now, you can grab my homemade pasta sauce video, or you can use pasta sauce from a jar and spread it out. Okay. And I've got my eggplant slices. What you wanna do is just kind of layer them. At this point, if they overlap, it's great. They've already cooked up real nice, so you won't hurt them. Now we have our ricotta filling. I just like to go in and add on each eggplant. You're gonna use up half of the ricotta filling now and then half on another layer. My goal is just try to spread it as far as possible so that every single bite you take has enough of that gorgeous cheese filling. So here's that first layer. We're gonna go in with a thinner layer of marinara at this point. All right, so spread the sauce over the cheese, and we're just kind of, you know, gonna repeat the whole situation again. Eggplant. You know what's coming next, don't you? All right, cheese. This is it, so you're gonna use up the whole bit. So we've got spinach in this ricotta. We sneak that in for the kids. They haven't any clue, and they love it. We're gonna add the last little bit of sauce. You know what? Pour the sauce. Oh yeah. You're gonna spread this out. How easy is this, you guys? Really just layering, layering, layering. Remember, we had a little bit of cheese left. We're gonna go in with our mozzarella, because this layer here, you guys, this is the melty, gooey goodness. And Parmesan. Right, this baby is looking good and ready for the oven. 15-20 minutes is all we need. First, we're gonna cover it. And then we're gonna uncover it and give it a few more minutes until all the bubbly goodness takes place. Oh my gosh. One last tip for you guys, let the lasagna settle for a good 10 to 15 minutes before you cut through it, and then garnish with a little bit of parsley or basil or what have you to make the perfect meal. Now, if you're looking for a cozy dessert to finish this meal, be sure to check out my apple strudel video. Don't forget to subscribe and follow this channel for more delicious videos. For the eggplant lasagna recipe, head over to themediterraneandish.com. I will see you later. Ciao.